How a woman gave birth twice 1 month apart. When a woman in Bangladesh gave birth to her first child in February, everything seemed pretty normal. But she shocked her doctors when she went into labor again only about a month later, this time giving birth to twins. How is this possible? The woman had 2 uteruses, a condition called uterus didelphys, and she was carrying babies in both wombs. Did you know that the Queen owns all swans in England? Historically, this legislation was created because swans were eaten as a prized food at banquets and feasts. Valuable rights of ownership were granted by the monarch to a select few. But today, swans are no longer eaten and are a protected species. Hundreds of years ago there were severe penalties for injuring or killing a swan, and criminals could be jailed for a year even for stealing swan eggs. So yes, the royal family has held the right to claim ownership of all unmarked swans swimming in open waters across the country since the 12th century.
Did you know that a fortune cookie company once foretold the lottery? The Powerball drawing on March 30, 2005 produced 110 seconds prize winners who made between $500,000 and $100,000, most of whom apparently used the numbers included in a fortune cookie message. On any given day the multi-state lottery expects only 4 tickets to win at the match 5 prize level. That's one Chinese takeout that paid off handsomely. A meteor exploded over Earth? Yes, on December 18, 2018, a massive airburst in the skies above Earth exploded with the equivalent of 173 kilotons of TNT. That's over 10 times the amount released by the Hiroshima bombing. How on earth do you miss such a huge explosion? Well, there wasn't anyone around to watch it happen.
It's hard to imagine dolphins being any more wonderful than they already are, but a Louisiana bottlenose dolphin named Pinky is almost too adorable to believe. First spotted in 2007, the unusual creature got its name from its surprising pink color, which is likely the result of a rare genetic condition. Pinky was seen again in 2015 and in 2018 while mating. Despite the fact that fishermen have apparently seen her swimming with baby dolphins, they're not sure if she's their mother. Have you ever seen a moonbow? If a storm is passing and the sun starts shining, you might be lucky enough to spot a rainbow. But did you know that you can see something just as amazing at night? While they're incredibly unusual, moonbows are caused by the reflection and dispersion of light, and tend to happen most often in places with waterfalls and mist. There also needs to be a near full moon for there to be enough light for you to see it.
Alpine bumblebees have the ability to fly at elevations greater than Mount Everest, scientists have found. Bumblebees cannot survive the freezing conditions of Mount Everest's peak. But researchers based at the University of Berkeley, California, simulated the low oxygen and low air density conditions of such high elevations to determine the limits of the bumblebee's flight capacity, and found the bees were capable of staying afloat at remarkably inhospitable elevations. The Terminator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton, earned a worldwide total of $78.3 million at the box office in 1984. As it went on, the franchise took in over $1.4 billion. Not bad for a movie whose rights sold for $1. That's right, only $1. Before James Cameron became famous for directing blockbusters like Titanic and Avatar, he was just an unknown filmmaker with an ambitious idea. In order to get his movie made, he handed over the rights to the script for $1, on the terms that he would be allowed to direct the movie.
A prankster in Brisbane put New Zealand up for sale on eBay, the online auction site. The Australian citizen attempted to sell the country of New Zealand in May 2006. The bid had reached $3,000 before it was taken down due to a violation of eBay's policy. I guess you can't sell a country without the consent of its people. While most parents do what they can to prevent or stop their babies from crying, that's not always the case in Japan. That's because it's a 400-year-old Japanese tradition that if a sumo wrestler can make your baby cry, it means he or she will live a healthy life. During a special ceremony, parents hand over their infants to sumo wrestlers who bounce their toddler up and down and sometimes even roar in their little faces to get the tears flowing.
They say, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, and that turned out to be the case for a very early design of the mousetrap. In the mid-1800s, inventor Colin Pullinger unveiled his perpetual mousetrap and claimed that it would last a lifetime. More than a century later, In 2016, museum curators were left dumbfounded after they discovered a freshly killed mouse inside the 155-year-old mousetrap encased behind impenetrable glass. You've probably heard claims that a blue whale's heart is the size of a car, and that people could swim through their veins. The blue whale is the largest living creature, it's even larger than most dinosaurs. Unsurprisingly, blue whales have enormous arteries, which pump blood through their massive hearts and into their vital organs. These arteries are so big that a fully grown human could swim through them, not that you should try it.
We hope you enjoyed watching this video. Like, share and subscribe for more fun facts.